Well, I guess we kind of saw this one coming. Hmm. Welcome back, everyone. Glad you can join me again. Gas prices are soaring. People are panicking. And what happens after that? SHTF. People stealing gas, stealing diesel. But as it says at the bottom, saw this one coming. Check this out. I saw this story. And we're gonna probably see more stories like this. According to this dailymail.com, slick operation. Moment gas thieves are finally chased off after 3-day theft spree where they siphoned 1,000 gallons of diesel from an underground tank using minivan with trap door as fuel prices soar to $4.32 amid Russian oil ban. And you can read the headlines right there, but we'll read it here. A family-owned gas station in Houston, Texas, lost out on nearly $5,000 after a group of thieves stole more than 1,000 gallons of fuel last week, a series of brazen daylight thefts that come as Americans are becoming increasingly desperate for cheap fuel. Gas prices have been rising steadily since Russian forces invaded Ukraine on February 24th, with gas prices averaging $4.325 for a gallon of regular on Monday. That is up more than a quarter from 1 week ago, according to AAA, and nearly a dollar or a whopping 24% from 1 month ago. 24%. That's crazy. Monday's average was also more than double the rate it was last year, when the national average was just $2.85 per gallon. Diesel is also averaging $5.13. To make matters worse, President Joe Biden announced last week that the United States would ban Russian oil, natural gas, and coal. He admitted that it would cause the already high gas prices to rise, but claimed it would deal another blow to Putin's war machine. Now, Americans are becoming desperate for cheap gasoline, with TMZ reporting that some thieves have begun drilling holes into gas tanks, shimmying under the chassis of their cars to drill holes and catch fuel before it hits the ground. One group of thieves were caught doing so at a family owned gas station in Houston, Texas, where they used a trap door in their vehicle to access a locked manhole cover and ultimately suck out the gasoline stored in underground tankers. Creative, not definitely not advocating for theft here, but you got to say that was creative. They did it in a way, it was very sneaky. Jerry Thayil, I hope I'm not butchering this guy's name, who caught them in action on surveillance footage, told KHOU. They were doing it in front of so many people, so many different customers. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Thayil's family owns the Fuqua Express gas station in Houston, where gas prices are averaging $3.97 and diesel prices cost an average of $4.83, according to AAA. He said a group of thieves hit the Chevron station 3 times last week and tried for a fourth. Thayil ultimately caught onto the act after noticing a deficiency in his stores of about 350 gallons of diesel per day for 3 days in a row. Wow. So they're hitting them for 350 gallons of diesel per day for 3 days in a row. Mm. So you would think either they have some diesel trucks, maybe, uh, and who's to say if it was for personal use or it could be for commercial use? Because let's be honest, most commercial trucks use diesel. So, hmm, maybe they're getting it for their business. Says at that point, he said he began combing through the surveillance footage and noticed a green van just parked out there. Each time they were there about 15 to 20 minutes in high traffic time, which I guess is pretty it's not smart to steal, but the way they did it, I mean, they did it in a way where I guess most people wouldn't notice. It's high traffic time. You're gonna have a lot of different cars, a lot of different people getting gas, and they're just basically sitting there. No one may have thought any different. There are many times I go to the gas station and I see a van just parked to the side, or a car or truck just parked to the side, and you're just thinking, okay, they're just sitting there. You know, who knows? Me personally, I probably would have noticed that, someone sitting there, like, hey, well, what the heck are they just doing sitting over there for no reason? But that's just me. Says each time they were there about 15 to 20 minutes in high traffic time. He later realized that a black SUV was playing lookout to aid in the crime. So they had this thing down, planned almost pretty well. It says here in total, Thayil said the thieves stole over 1,000 gallons of gas, explaining we had locks on our field caps. Still, they were coming in, and I think they were locking it with their own locks. Wow. So they're locking it with their own locks, so when they move, no one else would notice. That's crazy. Thayil was in his office on Friday, just hours after calling the Houston Police Department about the alleged thefts, when he noticed the same green van pull up and took off after it. I need to have them see me going after them to scare them away. In total, he said the heists have cost his family about $5,000. In this kind of job, every penny counts, he said. We can't afford to lose a single more gallon. Like I said earlier, we saw this coming. I mean, it's getting to the point where fuel is so high right now, so expensive right now, that people are looking for, I guess you can say, quote unquote, creative ways to steal gas. I mean, that's what we're coming to now, and it's a sad situation. Regardless of who they say or what they say is to blame, it's a sad situation. Now, you could say it was that so-called thing that took place for the past couple of years that could be causing it, as some people do, or you could say it's what's going on over in Russia. I'm sorry, over in Ukraine right now. That's that's causing it. Whatever excuse you want to use, it's still a situation. We're all still facing the same problems. And honestly, I would think that this would actually unite us as a country, because we're all facing, high gas prices right now. But of course, there's still a bit of division, because we're still looking at, or we're still, disagreeing on the reasons for the high gas prices. So I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think it's going to get worse before it gets better? Do you think we need to lock up our tanks and basically be on guard? Because it could come to a point right now where people will probably try to take your whole car just to get the gas. So I would say be careful out there, because you never know. People start panicking, and you got to be prepared. Prepping, have your food, your water, and everything. But as I said in the previous video, you have to have your gas stored, your fuel stored. You have to. If you don't have a place to store it, hey, find some like-minded people who may have a place. Hey, go to them and say, hey, I need to store some fuel. Can I store it in your area, your garage, your storage shed? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. But definitely make sure that you're watching out for yourselves out there, and make sure you keep your tanks locked if possible, because it's getting to that point. And this is just one story. I'm pretty sure there are more out there somewhere. It's crazy. What can you all do to prepare for situations like this? Is there anything we can do? Let me know in the comments. What are you doing right now? Are you storing more fuel? Do you have somewhere to store it? Let me know in the comments. Please give a video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. And as always, get ready, stay ready. God bless.